Hey everyone, this is Stacy with SF Johnson Consulting and Construction Services, and I just wanted to go over an actual set of specifications um, in conjunction with the master format to show you the actual set in comparison to a um, the master format and how they compare. So the first set we're looking at is for the Gloria apartments, and they give us all of the specifications and all of the vital information. So let's just go down to the specs, and this is section 0001110, procurement and contracting requirements. And so if we look on the right side, we have the same thing for the master format. And the master format is the list of all of the specifications, regardless of if they apply to the project or not. And so if we look at our actual set over here on the left for our apartments, we see that 000101, the project title page, pretty much goes along with, or it's in conjunction with what it should be, right? 00 on the right, and that's the master format, 000101. Okay, so project title page, that's right. And for really want to look for this for our electricians. So remember the one on the left is from an actual project. Okay, so it's giving us all the specifications for this actual project, but I'm going to go all the way down to Division 26. Okay, so we got the finishes, Division 9, openings, Division 8, thermal and moisture protection, that's going to be our roofing. Okay, but we want to go down to Division 26, which is electrical. Okay, so this is the actual on the left. So 260519 is telling us all about our low voltage electrical power and conductors. 260526, grounding and bonding for electrical systems. And remember, the left is the actual set. So let's go on the right to the master format and go all the way down to Division 26. And we got quite a ways to go. Let's see if I can just go down here a little quicker. All right, 23. A little quicker. 25, 25, 26. All right, so let's look and see if they coincide. 26, so our actuals on the left, are low voltage electrical power and conductors. And what is the master format, or what are the specifications? Okay, so when we get a set of construction documents, we also get the specifications, which are the written words that go with the documents or with the drawings. And so we have to make sure that we read the specifications first, take notes, and then look at the construction documents to coincide or to put those notes together with the pictures to make sure we're doing the right thing and we're completing our scope of work. So remember, the left is the actual specifications for an apartment complex. So let's look and see if on our master format that 260519 is actually low voltage electrical power and conductors, which it should be. So let's see, 2619. Yep, there it is. Low voltage electrical power conductors, da 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 da. So what is master format? It's like a boilerplate set of documentation or set of documents, set of rules. So in the construction industry, we know that everything is broken down by division. And so master format gives us all of the divisions broken down, and it will tell us how we are supposed to perform our scope of work. So we're going to go to 260519 on this actual set of specifications. There we go. 26. Okay, let's just do the whole 26 because that's all our electrical scope of work, and we'll open it up. and this is the actual. So we'll open that up completely. And this is an actual set of specifications for a hotel. And what's it going to tell us when we get to 260000? We want to go to, went too far. Insulation. And as we know that if everything is not in your project, then it won't be in your specifications. End of section 23, and now we're going right into 260519, which is the very first one related to this project. But it is not the very first one, right, in our master format, 260110, right? But nothing here, and that's what I'm trying to point out, is that nothing here in this project on the left, our apartments, there's nothing there until we get to 260519. So all of these 260513, nothing applies. None of this applies to this project. Because if it did, it would be, we wouldn't jump from 238126, okay, to here in the electrical. Because 260000 is the beginning of electrical. So if there was anything in this project, the actual project on the left, that was related to any of these from 260100 all the way to 26, where do we start? 0519. So all of these don't apply. This project only has something here. So we know that that's what applies to this project. And that's why it's real important that you look at the specifications first. Your scope of work, you know, the master format, it's a boilerplate. The specifications are boilerplate. What does boilerplate mean? That means that it's the same stuff all the time, and we only going to put in our specifications for our project what's related to what we're actually doing. And so for our apartment complex, the first thing that applies in the specs related to the electrical scope of work is 260519, which is the low voltage electrical power conductors and cable, general information summary. Work included. Provide supervision, labor, tools, materials, and equipment to install the low voltage electrical power conductors and cable in accordance with the provisions of this section. Okay, and so, yeah, we're the electrician, so we know what we're supposed to provide. Sleeves and sleeve seals for cables, connector splices, termination, all the way down. Submittals, right? What are submittals? So this is why you read those specifications, because submittals can submittals, and I have a class on submittals, and I'm going to redo that class because submittals can be in your specifications here in our electrical portion, or it can be somewhere else, okay? And the somewhere else is usually they can put the specifications either in the general notes, which is closer to this 01, okay? That's our, let's see in our master format, what is 01, the 01 specification, because that's more like the general information. 00 is very beginning of the specs. Well, 01 is next. So general requirements in that. And this is a very good example of what my specifications and submittals class shows, is that your submittals, and what are submittals? Submittals are, we need to submit some information either to the architect or to the engineer based on whatever section 013300 is telling me to do. Okay, so you can have your submittals either here written out in detail in your specific division related to your scope of work. So the electrician would either have it here in the submittal section in the electrical division, or as in this case, it is sending us to see section 013300 to give me the detailed submittal requirements for that project. So that's very, very important. And the difference between the professional estimator electrician and the one that is not, the professional is always going to look at these specifications first, then look at the set of construction documents, because the submittals I need to submit give the architect, the engineer, some information. And if I just went to the plans and never looked at the specifications, I would be out of the game already, because I'm not doing due diligence when it comes to submitting an estimate, right? And so that's what you have to do. You look at the specifications first related to, and this is only the specs related to the low voltage electrical. We're not talking about the high voltage, right? We're not talking about any of that. Okay, so that's why it's very important. Look at your specifications, read them step by step. This section includes the following: building wires and cables, connectors, related sections, documents affecting work, general conditions, and the 01 specs. So the 01 specs is where it's telling you, giving you details on your, this is a 01, it's giving you details on your electrical submittals. Okay, so very, very important. See, it sends you to your specification, right? Can send you to so many different, let's make that bigger, can send you to so many different areas, right? Here it's sending you to 016500. Here it's sending you to 013300. Here it's sending you to 014200. Okay, so excellent lesson to look at the, now let's go back. Let's close this down a little bit and look at the general. Let's look at what is 01 from our master format. We're going to go back up, right? Because master format is everything. That's why it's called master format. So 014200. We want to look at that in master format. And these are things that the GC needs to know, the self performer, because you get messed up if you don't look in here. So 014200, references, abbreviations, definitions. It says look in there for detailed something, for detailed references for the project. And then we're going to look at 013300 for something else. Special procedures, right? Because they're going to tell you how they want you to do something. And then submittals, we already did that one. 013300, submittal procedure. Okay, so we have to, so here, okay, on the right is the master format. So which means that everything that could be asked for is in the master format, but everything may not necessarily be in your project. And so they're telling you, go to the submittal procedures, go to 013300, and in this set, now we'll go back, all right, 013300 for detailed submitter requirements for this project. So 013300. And that would actually be the other way. Uh-oh. 013300. 0133. So we're going to go, and this is the actual set of specifications for this project. 01. We're at 07. Let's try to make it a little faster. 013300. Okay, we got it. 01. Oh wait, that's 7. Still, let's get up here. Okay, well, if you were really looking at this is really what you had to do. Go down, then go back up. 013300. All right, here we go. Submittal. Okay, division, related, division 01, specifications. Okay, prior to each submittal, the contractor shall fully review and coordinate all the aspects of each item being submitted. Okay, shop drawings, and all of the details related to your submittals. Okay. And so whatever applied to you, you have to read through this and see if it applied to you. Okay, and it does, because this is the identification of submittals. The number all submit, and see, and that's, I mean, this right here will make or break you, because if you don't follow the submittal procedure correctly, okay, you're going to be screwed. Okay, and so it's really important that you read through this, get some help if necessary, to read through that and see what applies to your scope of work and what does not. And make sure you get everything submitted in the proper order, because when we talk about submittals, there's time constraints, there's communication constraints, and ways to verify that you say you sent it. Well, I need to make sure you show me you sent it, kind of thing, when it comes to submittals. And so just make sure that you're always following these procedures. If you know that there are submittals, then get to reading this, because again, there are ways you send it to the architect or engineer. There are time constraints on when you need to send it, and when they respond back to you, there are certain things you have to do to prove that you've responded back to them. And this isn't child's play, for sure. So that's why it's really important that you read the specifications always, before you start to tackle the construction documents, because there are things in here that you need to, procedures that need to be handled prior to even submitting the bid, and you want to make sure you know. And so this is part of the series where we're teaching basics. Okay, so if you're in construction, I always like to give a good solid basics, whether it's the terminology, whether it's stuff like this, essentials that you need to know when you're preparing the estimate, or when you are doing what you do, so you don't make any mistakes. And so make sure you review. I have a lot of basics stuff coming up. This is the basics for the electrician. I have a lot of basics for running wires. I have basics for plan view, section view, detail view. So after this video, make sure you review those basics. That's really, really important to get a solid understanding of what you're doing prior to doing it. Now make sure you do subscribe and you like, and I have exclusive content that I won't be posting on YouTube, just because they like to ban everything. And so make sure you subscribe so you can be included in that list of individuals that receive very exclusive and wonderful information. Please give me your thoughts. If you have any questions, make sure you put in the comments, and I will make sure to answer it within 24 hours. Have a wonderful night. I hope you're having a wonderful holiday, and I'll see you at the next